Hi, I'm Andrew from Professional Equine Services, and this is Gally, and we're going to answer a question, or I'm going to answer a question, and Gally's going to help me answer a question that was sent in about how do I make my horse or pony more forward off my leg. You'd be very surprised how often we come across this. You know, if a horse isn't off your leg, they're very, very difficult to ride, as I'm sure you all know. So the first thing I need you to get you to think about is horses can feel a fly land on their side. So for example, with Gally, I'll just make him move over here, good boy. So with Gally, when I touch his side, I don't know if you can see on the camera, I get a reaction. And I'm touching very lightly, like a fly landing on him. So we know then that when we're sitting on the horse and we apply some leg aid, we know that they can feel that. But what we've got to make them understand is what that leg means. If we're continually pushing and kicking, the horse thinks the kicking and the pushing means keep trotting. What we've got to get the horse to understand is when we apply a leg aid and they feel that, the leg aid comes on then comes off, and that means move forward, whether that's walk, trot, canter, gallop. So you do this by giving the correct aid, i.e. a positive gentle leg aid. The horse moves forward, you take your leg off. That's the perfect situation. What often will happen, we put our leg on, we take our leg off and knock it in the horse. So what we've got to do at that point is just add value to the aid that we're putting on. And that can be using your leg sharply and quickly to get a response, and as soon as you get a response, you let the horse go forward. We're talking zero contact on the reins, so we're not trying to ask him to go forward into a contact or anything like that. We're just going leg on, leg off, let him move forward, and when he moves forward there's no leg. If that doesn't happen again, so we're going to go sharper and quicker with the leg, maybe a couple of 4 or 5, 6 little bumps that'll make him move forward, and ideally maybe want him to move forward into a jog even if we're asking for a walk, because we're not asking for a specific gait, we're just asking for forward, and that's really important. So if you use your leg and the horse goes into canter, reward him. So leg on, leg off, horse moves forward, reward the horse, no contact, let him go forward. If you're using your leg and you're using your leg quite strongly and sharply and this horse still doesn't listen to your leg, I'd suggest getting a lead rope, a soft lead rope, and having it, and then you're going to go over the horse's neck like this, over his withers. 1, 2, 3. You're not trying to hit the horse with the rope on his shoulder, that's not the object. The object is that the horse sees something go from his vision on his left side over to his right side, and that creates them going forward. So if your leg being sharp and quick with your leg doesn't work, left, right, left, on a soft bit of rope over his neck. If you haven't got any rope, you can use the reins. The problem is there's a buckle on the end of the rein. You don't want that to hurt the horse. So once the horse is starting to understand the one leg aid and he goes forward, don't then rush him. Just get him used to moving forward off your leg. So a leg on, the horse move forward, no leg. This is where it's hard for the rider, because we're tempted to just think Gally's got bored. He's not trying to help anymore. He's looking for his tea. I'm going to let him off. So we're trying to look for the horse to move forward off that one leg aid. And we're going to try to relax our leg, let him move forward, and not be tempted to push and kick him along, even if he goes really slow. We're waiting for the point where the walk fails and he goes into halt. And then a bright, sharp leg aid to make him go forward, then leg off, he'll go forward, and that's the whole process that we're trying to get to. So that the leg means something, the horse moves forward, and your leg off is more important than the leg on, and that allows the horse to go forward. So the ask of the question makes the horse go forward, so that's the leg on, the leg off, the horse goes forward, and when he's going forward, leg off. So he may walk like a snail for quite a long time, then halt, then give him a kick. He'll then think, oh, I'm not going to go into walk, I'm not going to go into halt, I'm going to maintain the walk. I hope that helps. I haven't got any horses in at the minute that are not off my leg, so when I do, I'll do a little video of riding one and maybe show you what it's like when they are a bit slow off your leg and how I get them to be a bit sharper, which is exactly what we've just talked about. I hope that really helps. Thank you. So hi, the next question that we got online was how do we stop a colt nipping the handler, biting his rope and that sort of thing? It's a very common thing that it's a very colty thing to do. The easy answer is that when they become gelded, they do it less. But horses that have been fed by hand will often display a similar behaviour. This chap here used to do it all the time, nibble in your arm, nibble in your clothes, and then every now and again give you a bite. It's very frustrating, and it can make you lose your temper a little bit with the horse, and that's always a negative position to be in. So what I do, there's loads of different ways to do this, but what I do is if a horse starts to nibble or bite me or become annoying and in my face too much, I just use the outside edge of my shoe and I just gently bump him just above his coronet band. Not kick him, I'm not saying kick your horse, but what I'm saying is that if a horse starts to nip you, just give him a little gentle bump on the top of his coronet band, or just above his, in between his pastern and his coronet band. It's not to hurt him, it's to distract him. Okay, so you're not trying to inflict pain on the horse, you're not trying to damage your horse's leg, you're just trying to gently bump his leg so he thinks about his leg rather than biting you. You can also, if they start becoming really nippy, just change what you're doing, keep them interested. So for example, you might just walk off and change direction like this. Turn a circle. Yeah, and then go the other way. And just so you're getting him interested in what you're doing. Just so you're getting that's the sort of thing I did with him when he first came. Hitting them and slapping them, it can be, I suppose, effective. It doesn't really work well. It just creates other problems like tension, it makes them head shy and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I would do, is just try to do something to take the horse's attention off nibbling you and what you're asking them to do. Whether that's giving a little bump on the lower part of the leg or the outside edge of your shoe, very gently, not trying to hurt them, or just changing direction, walking off, making them follow you. It's basically getting them thinking about what you're asking, not what they're doing. I hope that helps.